In the world of Ghost City, domestic-based offenses are considered especially chaotic. In Ghost City, these crimes are investigated by an elite squad known as the Special Domestic Unit. These are their stories.
I dropped these off about 45 minutes ago. The photomac down the street just closed. Never seen this guy before.
What's his name?
Middleton, Taylor Middleton. Had our coupon. Red Cayman gave us a little talk about these kind of images. Call if I saw something weird or out of the ordinary.
This kid is posed and bruised. Look at the way he's looking at the camera.
Yeah, tax it.
Forcing to drink alcohol, endangering the welfare of a minor.
But what, you don't think this is enough to make an arrest?
No, EWC is all we can arrest him on. Whoever this guy is, they can argue that he was being treated for his bruises and that it just hurts for the kid.
I call that bullshit. The kid is clearly being harmed and the father is strangling him. Although it doesn't show he harmed the kid. Establishes motive though. The guy gets one whiff of us and then the evidence will be cleared and the kid will be in even more danger.
So let's follow him for a few weeks and don't waft his way.
What's going on here?
So much for not wafting his way over. Are these your photos and is this your son?
Yes?
Because when there is one photo there is 100 more.
You don't even have EWC.
That kid is clearly under 18. That mug is clearly over 80 proof.
You don't know that. You can't prove that's not just soda. You can prove that he drank from the bottle. He could found a stash.
Which is EWC.
You jumped the gun.
No, we didn't have another choice. Middleton knew we were detectives. If there are other photos.
And there are. We have reasonable suspicion to believe that the kid is being abused. There might be weapons in the house that can back us up.
He would have gone straight home and destroyed them.
Well, there's nothing in these photos that we can do anything about. He could have gotten injured while outside. The father is trying to help him but it hurts for him.
Captain, take a look at these. Blood coming from the face. No signs of any medical equipment if the kid was being treated.
Going through trauma, the father is trying to calm him down.
More blood is coming up when the father grabs the kid's face. And the father has an angry expression.
Medical malpractice.
Those bruise marks look like they were from a razor or a huge knife. The father would be the only person to have such tools. No record of the mother existing.
Any defense attorney can argue he got into a car accident.
There would have to be a police report or medical report and there is no sign of debris marks.
Alright, keep going.
The pose, the expressions, the crying, the color of that drink. That kid is drinking beer and is going through pain caused by the father. He's strangling him, and he's the kind of guy who takes these pictures and threatens other people with them. He's going to keep these. He's going to cherish them. Collect them.
How's the kid in these photos related to Middleton?
That's the father.
These are photos of the kid being abused and his welfare is clearly endangered. Abusers keep evidence of their acts and I know there is more evidence and weapons in Middleton's house.
I suppose you want a warrant based on your ESP?
Yeah, I do.
This is post-Martin people.
And any judge worth her salt will throw out Middleton's arrest at his arraignment.
Captain Don. My client has informed me that you took his watch, his wallet, his house keys.
We voucher all personal property at the time of arrest. To prevent theft or accidental loss.
I need those keys.
Why?
Need to get into that house.
Tell me why.
Need to feed the dog.
The dog will be fine.
Where are my client's keys?
Property clerk. You did make a run to the property clerk.
In about 2 hours.
There is something in Middleton's house.
I'll put a uniform on the door.
You get a probable cause. You get a warrant.
What about the kid in these photos?
Small neighborhood.
Let's go.
The building's sealed.
Who the hell are you to tell me I can't go in there?
My lieutenant told me to stand here and not let anyone in, and that's what I'm doing.
You can't stop.
Excuse me, is there a problem?
Yes, hi, this officer is preventing me from entering my house.
Do you live here?
My brother lives here.
Then, I'm sorry, these premises are secured.
Do you have a warrant?
It's before a judge, and until she rules we'll be locking this place down.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
They got a money train in this place? Or what?
Nah, we don't know.
This whole place belongs to Middleton?
Nice place.
It's too nice. Where does a father tats only a coach get that kind of money?
Rich white guy moves into this neighborhood not by accident.
You think it's by accident that he lives across the street from an elementary school?
Excuse me.
Whoa, where are you going?
I have tutoring lessons in that house.
So, Ethan, is Mr. Middleton a good teacher?
Yeah, you know good.
Yeah? Did he ever touch you when you were doing your homework?
Yeah, he keeps his hand on my back. It's for posture sometimes and to help me concentrate.
Did that ever make you feel uncomfortable?
My dad says it's okay.
Well, look, that teacher's like that with all his students.
Do you go to his tutorings?
I work late.
So who are his students?
Kids in the neighborhood.
Boys and girls?
He never tutors girls. He is kinda sexist.
Ethan, did Mr. Middleton take pictures of you?
Yes, but he has a whole lot of other pictures. Most of them are him being mad and yelling at the other kids. He calls them snappies.
Snappies. Did he ever show you these snappies?
No, I found them.
Where?
I tried to get a pencil from his drawer. I found a whole bunch of stacks of snappies.
Are they like the snappies he took of you?
No, those boys in the snappies didn't have any clothes on. Besides, most of them looked hurt because they had a bunch of bruises, cuts, and being beat by weapons.
Well, there's your probable cause.
Well, look, we're not going to get a nighttime exemption. If we don't hit that door by 9, we're not going to get in until 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Middleton's lawyer is pushing for arraignment.
Alright, we lose that uniform in 2 hours. If we don't get into that house tonight, someone else will.
You two go file the warrant.
I'll page Judge Brenda, she owes me.
We're going while the ink is dry.
Photos, negatives, slides, cameras, photographic equipment, weapons such as firearms, sharp objects, and drugs, books, magazines, Xeroxes, and printed material. At the residence of Taylor Middleton, 2325 east of 183rd Street.
Wait, let's add videotape and film.
Adding video cassettes, videotape and film. Anything else?
It's 3 till 9.
You got your warrant. You got it, great. We gotta open it up. It's pretty quiet in here.
Maybe the dog died.
What is this place?
The playroom.
Okay then, these are all the links to his YouTube videos.
Please stop, that hurts.
Shut the fuck up. You want to keep making these foolish mistakes while I'm trying to help. This discipline will help teach you a lesson. A proper fucking lesson, you bitch.
And 43 photos in the album were graphic, violence, and obscene.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, may I?
Briefly,
I understand that the court is under tremendous political pressure to punish child abusers to the fullest extent of the law.
somehow it never seems enough. Based on the evidence found, the defendant is hereby charged with endangering the welfare of a child. use of a child in a sexual performance, child abuse in the first degree, murder. In the second degree, murder. In the first degree, promoting an obscene sexual performance by a child, assault with a deadly weapon. How many tapes and videos did you find?
Last count was 157.
Impressive, Mr. Middleton. 44 counts of possessing an obscene sexual and graphic performance by a child.
Your Honor, the people have clearly not had the opportunity or the time to inventory each video cassette.
Then we will all dread the discovery process. Bail is denied, defendant is remanded.
Are you ready to start?
Is this the tape you found in the VCR?
Yes.
This goes back 13 years, dating back up to 2011.
We want to solve for X.
No, you fucking dumb bitch. You already got it fucking wrong, you fucking retarded.
What is this? Middleton's greatest sessions for tutoring?
How many kids and families are there?
That's not a different person.
It's the same kid. And I will strangle you
All
with a
grown
used
up.
condom. You need to learn discipline.
You seen the tape?
You know, we usually just hear it after.
To actually see it.
Look, there's a lot more to go through.
Look, there could be 50, maybe 100 more kids.
I'll do it.
You got Middleton arraigned on possession, promoting and abusing. All right, we're going to have to get back in there. We need his computer, his day planner, his schedule.
Well, for the abuse, to do that, you need a complainant. You need an actual kid.
We need the kid.
Okay, let's go.
Looks familiar, but I don't know his name.
Does your 16-year-old son take tutoring lessons from Mr. Middleton?
By force, yes, because his grades are dropping. He's even considering to drop out.
Yeah, sure. I've seen him around a few times. He told me he was going to take AP classes. Know who you should ask about him?
The tutor.
Yeah. Taylor Middleton lives across the way, knows every kid in this neighborhood. Or if not, I should say the entirety of downtown or the entirety of Go City.
What do you know about him?
The guy's a tutor. A little fruity and harsh and can sometimes be abuse or angry too much, but you know?
Fruity?
Yeah.
Harsh?
Always
And
touches
abusive?
everything, everyone. Yells at everyone pretty much. Even comes down to the point where he physically assaults them by hitting them or punching them so hard. But, you know.
No, I don't know.
None of my business.
Was there something going on?
Why do you care? You're only here after something happens.
I'm here now.
Then that's your business.
Did Middleton buy a lot of firearms or any type of weapon from this store?
Ugh. Look, I'll tell you right now, he's one of the most decent guys I know. Handsome too for his age. I mean, he gave my younger little sister tutoring lessons for free to help pass her geometry tests, quizzes, exams and even the state regents.
Really? What did your little sister say about him?
Well, that he was strict but they like him, and anything going on, she'd tell me. You don't know Taylor Middleton. He takes kids and sees what they can work on and improve in, for both academics and sports. He also helped my little sister through softball, that they can do anything. You ever heard of Ray Fox? Man, can he solve problems quick.
No. Was he one of Middleton's students?
You know, Middleton makes a difference in people's lives, a hell of a lot more than you ever will.
People knew.
Maybe they're just trying to be optimistic. It's not the same as covering up.
Yeah, they're busy. They're just trying to keep everything together.
Food on the table, their family.
If they face the truth, what kind of parents does that make them?
Did you talk to her?
No, I don't think so, Captain.
I'll go talk to her. I'ma see what she says and what's up.
I bet I know what you're thinking.
Bet you don't.
Even the best parents can't protect their children.
Gutter at home, part of it's broken. I need to fix it.
Well, you can't do everything.
You'd feel everything for them if you could. All the pain.
Sometimes I just look at kids and I think, why? Why do it all?
Because you want to more than anything in the world. Because you want to love them every day.
Joey. Look through the window.
Got an exam coming up? How'd you get in here?
I have a set of keys. Who are you?
I'm Detective Moore. This is my partner, Detective Swanson. What's your name?
Matthew.
Matthew, the way you solved those problems so fast and quickly and that how you memorize them, I think you're going to do great on your exam. Good luck.
Thanks. Can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking for this person.
He helps me with baseball tryouts for GASAL.
When is your tryouts?
3 days.
Do you think you are prepared?
Yeah, I think I'm prepared. Since it's from my high school team, it will give me a better chance of getting scholarships and into good colleges. It will be all thanks to Mr. Middleton.
Yeah? What do you mean?
Mr. Middleton's a great teacher.
Why?
Well, because he pushes you.
How?
He makes you practice a lot himself. That way, you can develop strong technique.
How else did he push you?
I don't know. I guess he just makes you practice a lot.
How long you been playing baseball?
Forever, I guess. But Mr. Middleton's been really good to me. He taught me for free.
I need to ask you about your coach. About what he did to you.
What do you mean, what he did to me? He hasn't done anything to me.
Matthew, I want you to know that everything you're feeling is totally normal. It's okay, but you got to tell us what happened.
Juan Soto?
What?
My father would always watch his greatest highlights over and over again, and when it would get really high, if I could play to get the attention like he could, I would, but I can't yet, so I practiced every day.
How old were you that first time you got into a fight?
I haven't yet.
What about when you first had sex?
I haven't yet for that either.
So you're saying Mr. Middleton didn't? Matthew, Mr. Middleton hurt you. When you were young, he physically abused and sexually assaulted you. When you were extremely young, while he was teaching you how to play baseball correctly and properly.
No, he didn't.
He's never abused you?
Never. He pushed me. He raised the bar, and I met it each time.
He doesn't know he was videotaped.
So I think we should show him the tape.
I don't know. Take away this kid's denial, we going to stick around for the fallout.
There are people.
For as much pain as this kid's been through, you know there's an equal amount just waiting for him. Oh, for crying out loud. Is it enough to try Middleton for child abuse and other sexual-related charges?
He's guilty of a lot more.
And possession and promoting, even with EWC tacked on, it's still only going to bring 7 years. That's why a jury's got to see the tape.
Seeing that tape, well, those tapes I should say, I'll tell you. It's going to wreck that child's life.
Joey, he is not a child. He's an adult. Hello Matthew, I'm Captain Dong. And this is Assistant District Attorney Amelia May. We have a seat.
Yeah.
What you're going to see is going to be very hard for you. What happened on this tape is wrong and the man who did it deserves to be punished.
We can't do that, Matthew, without the help of the other person on this tape.
No, you fucking dumb bitch. You already got it fucking wrong, you fucking retarded.
What is
If
this?
you can't do it right, maybe a little discipline will help you.
No. Turn it off. No.
Okay, son. It's alright, son.
No. Please God fucking no.
Middleton moves into the neighborhood, somehow manages to blend in.
He didn't blend in. He stood out. That's exactly what these kids need. For somebody to love them.
You know, if it weren't for Dawn, we would have had this case transferred right over to the Special Victims Unit, but still, be a part of his world, Rich.
Educated.
Why?
What did he do?
He didn't do anything, ma'am. How much weeks are you?
I'm 36 weeks in my pregnancy and my hormones are really high. Look, I don't feel like dealing with him right now. So why do you want to talk to him?
Have you ever seen your son play baseball?
Sure, you know.
He's real good.
Yeah, so?
That's what we want to talk to him about.
If you're from that fancy program, you better talk to him about who's going to pay for this.
How was tryouts?
Can you tell us who these other kids are?
Well, not nice like Taylor's place, eh?
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, there's a baseball field near my school and, it's missing the bases and, you know, it's always wet over there.
Middleton's knows good baseball fields.
Yeah, I guess there's a price to pay for everything, huh?
For him, too. That's why we need you to tell us who these kids are.
Middleton's my teacher. I mean, he cares about me a lot. He even bought me a baseball and a baseball bat one year.
Look, I know it's hard, but it's okay.
No, it's not.
If you don't help us, Middleton goes right back to tutoring.
Middleton always said I wasn't ready to leave. I mean, I'm no professional MLB player. But you know, I still live here. You know how old these players were? When they got drafted, 21.
So what?
You know how old I am?
Almost 17.
Some prodigy.
You know there's still chance for offers and scholarships. The Yankees took 18 to 19-year-olds one time, but waited till they were over 21. It's not too late.
It's not. That's Ethan. Know where he is? Jail. He stabbed a 41-year-old out in Springfield while he was high and drunk. That's Phil. He's a junkie. And Middleton's son Antoine, he's dead. Isaiah, no one knows. And Frank, he's also dead. And me? You know, I still live here. But that's okay.
Middleton didn't have a computer.
And no evidence anyone helped him.
No set schedule, no date timer.
The tapes and the YouTube videos have dates on them.
Yeah, the starting dates of the lessons.
And his current students in the neighborhood.
Nobody's talking.
Well, this case is being fast-tracked. We've indicted Middleton separately for abuse against Matthew.
How many counts?
Just 2.
What?
We can only go back 5 years.
Wait a minute. That law was changed in 2020.
Well, child abuse can be prosecuted up to 5 years after the child's 18th birthday.
Well, that's still a lot more than 2 counts.
Yeah, but there's no grandfather clause for abuse before 2020. So, everything that Middleton did to Matthew up until the time he was 16 is inadmissible.
But everything over 17 is
consensual.
Please, huh?
And that's only 1 year of what happened to him.
Right now, that's all we have.
We may not even have that.
So, what? Our star witness may not even testify.
He's afraid of betraying Middleton. He's worried that people are going to hate him.
So, we'll talk to the kids that Middleton knows.
Ethan the lifer, Phil the junkie, the other 2 kids, both dead.
Oh boy.
No, nothing never happened.
He never touched you or physically abused you?
No.
I heard you were trying out for basketball and then didn't make it. Why'd you stop playing basketball?
I didn't have the technique or discipline. God, this subway is
Listen,
hotter
why
than a
don't you
human
come
stomach.
back to the station with me and get cooled off? You'll cool down there, man. You'll cool down here. Besides, it's illegal for you to be hanging around in the train station or any part of the subway system at all. You're trespassing and you're loitering, and we can talk there.
Middleton's place was always cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Door was always open, never locked.
Never.
If it was, come back. Go inside. Get cooled off or warmed up. Eat a meal. Sugar cookie. I miss that part.
You're his most successful student.
I owe him a lot.
Yeah, and you owe it to the community to testify.
I don't owe that community anything.
Hey, you're still a part of it.
Look, I just go there to see my mom.
Middleton got away with this for almost 20 years.
Look, all right, Middleton was the only person that ever told me I could do something. You know what that's like?
Yeah, I do.
You know, There's only like 3 ways to get out of there. Either you're smart enough to figure it out, you get it on your own, which isn't me. Or you die there, or you do something, handle a ball, play the piano, learn how to work out properly, even solving difficult math equations in your head. No one's going to take that away from me.
Why won't you talk to me?
Because he's my brother.
You're still here?
Yeah.
Can you sleep?
I close my eyes. I see those tapes and the YouTube videos every frame.
Go home, Liam.
Yeah, back to dead people. Homicide. It's much more clear-cut, simple.
Back to photographs. Bodies bent, broken.
Bodies that don't talk back to you. Look at you.
You don't get attached.
Exactly.
Of course. You retired in New York. A few months later you joined the East Homicide Division, then found yourself here after you transferred. Another squat room, another case.
This time, I'll do a better job of quitting.
Oh yeah, running's good.
I don't need this.
Go home, Liam. Take care of yourself.
I got 2 more tapes to watch.
Hey Dad, can I get a new iPhone?
Oh, I don't know, son. I think you'll have to wait for your birthday or Christmas.
I want one of those new Apple Vision Pros.
Jessica, you can wait until we get enough money. You guys spend too much time on the internet and technology. Come, let's read a book. Let's continue where we left off last week.
With a wink of his eye and a twist of his head.
Soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
He spoke not a word but went straight to his work.
And filled all the stockings.
Are our stockings going to be filled tonight?
Mike, I'm only going to tell you this one more time. Christmas comes once a year and it is now August. Give me the phone, hun.
But why, Daddy, why?
Yeah, why can't Christmas come all the time?
Because Santa's credit cards are all maxed out, Swanson. Hey Matthew, how are you doing? What? Okay, I'll tell you what. You just stay there. No, stay there and, I'll be there as soon as I can. Okay.
My mom threw me out. She said she didn't want some faggot living at her place. I didn't know who else to call.
That's okay.
You know I hate that everything is okay, you know.
I know some places that give emergency housing. They can help you get on your feet. How's the job?
Hot water cracks my skin, it hurt my hands.
So you've quit the dishwashing business?
Nah, I got fired. I think I want to testify.
That's good, real good.
You think I'm gay?
I don't know, it's not for me to say.
I've never had a girlfriend or anything.
Well, maybe you don't know yet. It's not something you chose. Besides, there's a big difference between homosexuality and pedophilia.
Which is what?
Which is homosexuality is none of my business. What was done to you?
I had no choice, I was forced. That's what you were trying to say.
Yeah, only, why didn't you stop going to his tutoring sessions?
I thought. I didn't think I had any choice.
Well, whatever person you choose should be your choice. My guess is when you're ready to see someone that way, you will. It'll mean something to you. And it'll come from you and it won't be about what was done to you.
And it won't be my fault?
Fault? It's supposed to be about love.
Joey. You okay?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Going.
What's going on at work?
Nothing.
You talked to Emily about it?
She's my partner. How can we make Matthew feel more comfortable?
Well, we just spent 2 hours rehearsing his testimony. Amelia seems to have everything going already.
Yeah, how'd that go?
You know the way he answers questions, almost as if he wanted to say the right answer as if there were a right answer. He's just like a kid.
He is, emotionally, sexually, and abusively. This kid shut down at 8 years of age.
Well look, when I do have kids on the stand, I do like to do a courtroom prep.
Ha, cool.
Alright, okay, now that's enough, Wapner.
Last and most important, where you will sit.
I don't get to come here at all?
Well, 'cause you're a witness. You might get contaminated by watching the whole trial.
Contaminated?
Trust me, you got a lot better things to do than hang out here all day.
Now, when you're up here, Matthew, I want you to answer the questions just like we practiced. When you answer, I want you to speak loudly and look at me and only at me.
What about when his lawyer asks me questions?
Just answer the questions. Everything else, ignore.
Just watch the game.
Hey Liam.
Do you think it's a conscious choice?
What Middleton? What are you talking about?
Yeah, Middleton, what makes a perfect
Who cares?
Some people say that our frontal lobe is our body's armor against impulses.
Okay, Middleton has a bad lobe.
Do you think he was abused?
You know, Liam, I really don't care. It's just another excuse, as far as I'm concerned. This guy hurt a lot of kids and damaged many families throughout the neighborhood. That's what I care about. What's going on with you?
I got something to show you. Look on YouTube, check his latest videos dating from 2023. No, Ethan, that's not right. Here, let's try again.
Matthew, don't give him that bullshit talk. He's not disciplined, he's ready. Give him the fucking belt. He'll think you're a terrible teacher if you don't push him hard enough.
Hasn't this kid been through enough?
How can you say that? You, who when we rewatched those videos and the tapes were ready to throttle that guy.
Yes, and you were the one telling Matthew that everything was going to be okay.
It is okay, if he's the victim, not the abuser.
He's both.
Well, who's next? Matthew hurts another kid, and we are responsible.
Give it a few years, we'll have another Middleton on our hands.
Well, the same laws that bind Middleton bind Matthew too. Tom, it's Alan. I think you better get down here right away.
Taylor said that Ethan wasn't solving quick enough nor properly. He said, how can you solve an equation that's Albert Einstein or NASA level when you haven't learned the basics quickly nor done it properly yet?
Ethan was supposed to be learning 8th grade algebra.
It's the way how I started.
What are you going to do with your talent now? Look at me. How many times did this happen?
Once, that's it.
Don't lie to me.
That was the only time.
You committed a crime.
I deserve to be punished.
Do you still want to testify tomorrow?
You're going to be arraigned this afternoon.
Am I going to jail?
We probably could make a deal. What, you don't think it's fair we give this kid a deal?
Fair? I don't know what I know anymore, you know?
Yeah, I mean we're stuck right in the middle of this thing. We watched that boy on video film and tape. A victim being subjected to things and brutally abused. Something that no child should ever have to suffer. Or any family for that fact.
Who are you talking about, Ethan or Matthew?
Alright, point taken, but I was talking about Matthew. He was abused and then he turns around and does it.
That's some excuse.
You think that's all it is, an excuse?
I think it relieves him of an awful lot of responsibility.
The idea that abuse begets abuse is a rationalization that has been used by countless defense lawyers. But in this case, it also happens to be true.
He had a choice.
Yes, Matthew the adult had a choice.
And he committed a crime.
And we're cops and we'll deal with that. But, you see what's eating you? Is Matthew the little boy? The boy on the tape. What choice did he have?
Bail is set at $25,000.
Your Honor.
I think that's more than fair.
it is fair, Your Honor, and we appreciate the court's generosity, but, may we approach the bench? Your Honor, my client can't make that.
So he spends the night in jail like anyone else?
Your Honor, the people are, right now, in the middle of trying Taylor Middleton. Matthew is our key witness.
When is he testifying?
Tomorrow. The stress of spending a night in jail will probably affect his testimony.
All right then, until his testimony is completed, I'll release Matthew into the custody of the people.
You hate me, don't you?
I don't hate you.
Well, what you said at the diner that night.
Yeah, that was before. Look, what happened to you is terrible. I look at you and I try seeing that little child being abused. Only
now, you see an abuser.
Yeah, pretty much. I see a guy that, if you ever came near my child. No clue why this book is in here. I guess my child must have put that in there. He is determined to make Christmas come every night.
Can I read it?
No.
Would do my work, he would sit next to me with a belt in his hand or some other random object.
Oh, why?
So, I can get comfortable and get disciplined properly and do the work easier and faster.
Did he ever hit you or touch you whenever he used to sit next to you?
Yes, he would hit me to make sure I focus and concentrate. He would also make sure I'm doing the work properly. As for baseball, he would use me as a demonstration. If him a baseball.
Matthew, did he ever touch you or hit you anywhere else?
Yes.
During the trial, I heard from the prosecution, I heard from the defense, but I didn't hear from you, Mr. Middleton. You want to say something now?
No, Your Honor.
Alright, well, I've read the pre-sentencing report. Nothing in it indicates you feel any remorse. Nothing indicates that I should be lenient. Mr. Middleton, note by note. You eroded the hope of every child in your charge. You stole from them. You stole from this community. But having the death penalty ruled unconstitutional by our Supreme Court for the time being while the new state law is in effect, renders me powerless to sentence you to the punishment you so richly deserve for the manslaughter of 2 children. Therefore, I sentence you to 115 years. The maximum the law allows. Maybe knowing that you will never teach another child will fill some of us again with hope.
Will he really be in jail for that long?
Well, unfortunately he'll be eligible for parole in 38 years.
But he's almost 50, or well, I think he's in his 50s already.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful?
So how long would I be in jail?
A felony carries a 1 to 3 year sentence. I think the judge will feel politically obligated to give you the maximum.